Did you miss me? I thought it'd be fun to do another little extra fun episode of Bobby's Podcast on all major socials at Bobby's Podcast. And I just love this topic because I actually experienced a work meeting. I should say something that I'm working on the side. And I was privy to be in part of a work meeting that involved a lot of legality stuff and kind of learning. So this is the stat. 90% of us experience work meeting hangovers. So do you ever feel like you've just got like a meeting hangover, like you feel less motivated or unproductive and all that stuff afterwards? This is what we're going to talk about. So if you've got a meeting today, remember, this is one of the good tips that the experts are giving is hydrate. Plus, it also gives you an excuse to get up and use the bathroom for number one in case you drink too much water. Harvard Business Review posted a bunch of stats on how work meetings can give you what's actually considered like a hangover. Not a real one, though. It's just like a business hangover. Meeting hangover is a term that they use to describe a lot of the negative effects of what is considered to be a pointless meeting or one that's not run very well. And I have to say, a lot of meetings, in my personal experience, could have been an email. Sometimes I feel like some of the upper management likes to have meetings just so they can say that they did, and that's fine. But at least run them quick and efficiently and keep the energy up is what I would say. This is what I would do if I was a manager or a leader. Study found that 28% of meetings cause negative effects on employees. They don't like going. They can leave you feeling less focused after you're done, less motivated, and overall less productive. 90% of workers say it happens to them at least occasionally. And I'm surprised that's not 100% because I think 100% of people that have gone to a meeting are like, you know what, that could have been an email or I'm tired or exhausted afterward. So a study found that meeting hangovers last an average of about 2 hours. So that's pretty severe. Sometimes they last the rest of the day or longer. Here are the top 5 things that can cause one. Number 5, unequal participation. So if only a few people are talking and then they talked a lot, low participation is kind of one of the things that makes people feel hungover. And I have to say, if you're trying to get out of a meeting and you've got that one person that just like still keeps it going and lingering, you're like, shut up, please. Number 4, no actionable outcome. So a lot of talking was done, but not much was accomplished. So it's just a lot of ideas that weren't really made into fruition. Number 3, poor time management. So it could have been a much shorter meeting. I think if meetings were 30 minutes or less, or even 15 minutes or less, a lot more people would be more satisfied. Number 2, another reason for having a meeting hangover. Number 2 is lack of a clear agenda or clear objectives. It always helps to have a printout of what you're talking about. So that way you stay on topic and people can kind of take away, because if they check out mentally during the meeting, at least they'll have some copy points. And number 1, too much time talking about stuff that's irrelevant. 59% of people said this affected them with having a work hangover meeting. And I have to say, you kind of, I'm guilty of this because when I did a lot of my radio promotions meetings, I was always like having squirrel moments, or I'd always look for moments to try to make people laugh. So I might have been guilty about talking about irrelevant stuff, but I will say I always made people laugh. So that's a good thing. So if you do have a situation of work meeting hangover, this is what you can do. If you're a manager or a boss or a leader in any position, you can prevent meeting hangovers by listening more and helping the conversation along. Make every minute count, end on time, and having smaller meetings with fewer people. That way people are more focused. The top ways to recover from a work meeting include taking a short break when it ends, going for a quick walk, talking things out with a coworker. Maybe you blew up at somebody and you've got to clear the air, or maybe you just want to, shoot the breeze and have a good time. And the last one is risky though. They say if you want to kind of get through a work meeting hangover, if it's about making sense of the meeting, that's good, but venting too much tends to breed negativity. So if you're kind of having a recap with a coworker and you're like, can you believe you're kind of doing like the mean girl thing, like the plastics. They say avoid that, because then your meeting hangover can then spread to other people. And then guess what? You're the toxic work environment that everybody complains about. If you are a manager or a leader or a boss, I'm a boss. Hopefully this has helped you. Or if you are just a regular person who attends meetings, feel free to take these tips and give them as suggestions to your upper management or leadership so that they can, make the meetings more productive for everybody and nobody's hungover. The more you know. Ba, 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 ba. As always, follow me on all major podcast socials at Bobby's Podcast. I'm also on streaming, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your streaming. Thank you so much. Also on YouTube. Shout out to that. And I just really appreciate you watching and tuning in and supporting me, because this is the little podcast that could. And I hope 1 year from now we're talking about this and we're all in a better place, baby. It's going to be a good year.